It is so good. I'm spending some time in what I'm calling my father's house, which is a mobile university. And wow, this is cool. My buddy just told me he's getting baptized. That is really cool, Christopher. Um, not Christopher Anderson, Christopher Oakes. As in an oak tree. In any event, he's the real deal. By the way, I've known him since I was a little boy. I am so proud of you, Christopher, and wow, I am so happy. I wish I could be there. He said when he was a little boy, he was baptized, but now he's getting baptized again. That is beautiful, man. What a great timing, actually. So I'm here reading this book, How We Win, because I'm a winship. And of course, I want to understand, Charlie Kirk had a strategy, and that strategy is for now. And I often think about prophetic declarations, like he prophesied what's happening and what will be happening now. And on the book, the cover says, Finding the Will to Fight Individually and Collectively for America. And so there's my dyslexia coming in. I kind of read that backwards, but the point is still the same either way you hear it. So I was reading about this particular thing, and actually, Winston Churchill made a quote. He said, I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. So, as we know, Winston Churchill was an iconic leader. And boy, everyone seems to be wanting to text me right now. I guess that's because I'm busy. But I'm in my mobile university, which is my place of peace. And so I took 30 minutes today to spend a little bit of time to catch up with Charlie. We all know he's in heaven and will ultimately be there one day. But in the meantime, we're here on the earth, and it's a real battle, so we need to battle to victory. So in the book, he says, conservatives, on the other hand, have justness on their side, along with untapped potential. Many of us can also feel the power of God within us, not as a crutch, but on one that what we lean on, but a sword of truth that we can wield. They have the advantage at the moment. He's talking about the radical liberals. They have the advantage at the moment. We have the advantage ultimately. We're at the point of, I'm going to call it what the point is. We're at the point of ultimately. We're beyond the turning point because people are joining in this great movement with Charlie. And while we know he's not physically here, there are a lot of people coming together around this. It's called a rally cry. And so it's a rally cry for justice. And that's why I wrote the book, Apprenticeship of Justice. And then I prophesied that I would get a white Mercedes Benz, and then we're going to put some signage on the side of it. I'm not trying to get too showy right now because I really want to remain undercover. And but I'm going to take my cover off eventually. And I usually wear different kind of hats. Like this one is the Next Gen Steel, because we're actually going to be implementing steel in the industry for building, opposed to wooden 2x4s, which is really great. And so we've got manufacturing happening all over the United States. Ultimately, we have been invited into the inner court of the manufacturing process out of Australia. And now those manufacturing tools have been perfected. And so we're producing really super great steel because, it's time that we got America back to work again. Blue collar gold is what I'm talking about. And so the people that actually have made our country great is going to make our country greater than ever. So what he was saying in his book, and I'm saying that we're moving beyond the turning point. So we're at the ultimate place, the ultimate gift. It's a movie actually written by a friend of mine who is a great script writer. Shout out to Jimmy. And it was put together by my very good friend, Rick Eldridge, who just put a movie out called Florida Wild, because we've been dealing with a Florida Wild adventure. And I'm hoping that the script is actually going to be sold to Hollywood, actually, because I think it's just intriguing, really, to watch how situations turn around. Turning point, turnaround point is what it is right now. So now that we know where we stand, it's time to craft a game plan that will be on purpose, and it's in 3 parts. And I can't tell you the whole thing because you know what? You got to go buy the book yourself. You got to read it and understand it and then implement it. So no, I'm not going to read it for you. You're going to have to do it yourself, because he actually punctuates it by saying you've got to have the will yourself to fight. In other words, I can fight for you, but you need to fight for yourself, and you need to fight with others who are actually fighting the good fight. And that would be what we're doing. We're actually going to be reforesting the forest, putting up some new trees. We are the tree huggers of the America and Canada. In fact, we're just hugging trees everywhere we go. In fact, every time I drive down the road, I see a tree, I just want to stop, slow down, and give the tree a big hug. But what we're really doing is we're mobilizing a generation of leaders, the next generation leader, to actually do something great, build back better. That's what what's his name? That guy that seemed to have brain issues, former to our current president, the little guy. Oh gosh, can't even remember. Kamala and Joe Biden. I don't remember people sometimes when they're moving on. Like he's moving on into eternity one day, and maybe not today, but he seems to be losing it right now. So it's good we have a president right now that has his faculties. That's helpful. So God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. God bless the politicians that are standing for righteousness. Arguably, of course, we know that right now there's some issues with Margie and Taylor Greene, and she's just going way green, and that's okay. Go green, girl. It's all good. Donald still loves you, even though maybe he's not going to endorse you, but that's okay. Go green, girl. It's all good, because in going green, we're going to preserve the forest, and we will see the forest and the trees. It's true that Donald Trump is not always right, but generally always. Always remember that. He's generally always right about most everything, but you can't be right about everything all the time. Sometimes you miss it. So hopefully the government comes together and we govern our nation and we understand true democracy. It's sometimes it has a couple of debates, and so I've been fortunate enough to debate the captain of Harvard University, and of course I won because I was actually on point. My point was that the Bible's right, and their point was that it wasn't, and they were wrong, so I was right. So righteousness always wins, guys. That's the way it is. Peace, everybody.